Mama Phoebe Asio is somebody who is known and who was loved by most of us. Maybe I say all of us. When I was young, mineka urukwe matin. Wabro wacho katagidoluo buro winjo bende. As we were growing up, we used to look up to Mama Phoebe Asio. And we used to say that when I grow up, I would like to be like Mama Phoebe Asio. Now, some of us are grown up now, but I don't know whether we are like her or not. Mama Phoebe Asio was an icon. Mama Phoebe Asio was a role model. Mama Phoebe Asio was the first in many fields. We learned a lot from Mama Phoebe Asio. I know everybody has got something to say, personal relation with Mama Phoebe. Let me just tell you something. At the event of multi-party in 1990, 91, 92, I had not met Mama Phoebe Asio personally, though I was a great admirer of Mama Phoebe. And one time, you know, that's the time when things happen. So many things were happening. For those who don't know, I became jobless, and I decided to go and work in the office of the opposition leader, and the opposition leader at that time was none other than my father-in-law, Jaramogi Odinga. So as I was working as an office manager and everything in that office, one day he called me around 10:30, and he told me, "Can you go and get for me Nyagoro? I want to have lunch today with Nyagoro." Now, Nyagoro is another name for Mama Phoebe Asio. I had no idea who was Nyagoro. I kept on asking people, who is Nyagoro? And Jose wants me to bring Nyagoro here in 2 hours' time. When I went round, there was one confidant of Jaramogi called Luko Bok, told me that is Phoebe Asio. Then I said, where on earth would I find Phoebe? He gave me the number, and I called Phoebe, and Phoebe came, and that was the first time I met Phoebe, and that was the beginning of my relationship with Phoebe. It was a great meeting. At that time, Phoebe was doing many things, but I took Phoebe as my personal mentor. And anything that I was doing, I would consult with Mama Phoebe. And one of the things that we did, I was advised at that particular time that I should start a women organizations, because, you know, that's the time, sorry to say this, that's the time I was in many problems. I was a teacher. I asked the NAT to help me to sort out my problems. NAT said that is political. We cannot help you. I went to Maendeleo ya Wanawake, and suddenly Maendeleo ya Wanawake had become KANU Maendeleo ya Wanawake, so they could not help me. But I was advised by none other than Professor Nyang' Nyong'o, who you have just been here, to start an organization that represents women in Kenya from all spheres and all political parties. And we started the League of Kenya Women Voters. And Mama Phoebe Asio was the advisor. And you know, for the first time, in the election that was carried out in 1992, had many women. All those women had passed through the League of Kenya Women Voters. And that's how it opened the work. Now, in 1995, there was the Beijing conference, which brought about the 1/3 gender rule. Many people did not understand what it was all about. And still, today, we, the women of Kenya, we are still working towards the 1/3 gender rule. I think the only county that has reached that level is Homa Bay County, which has 50% leadership in politics. Now, having said that, we did many things with Mama Phoebe. There was a time when Mama Phoebe asked me that her son, Caesar, wanted to marry and asked me to mobilize women so that we go to Kabarnet to ask for Connie's hand to marry Caesar. And I collected many women. I think out here, what I can see here, I think it's only Ivo Bara who was with us. There were many others. There was Felgono Kundi. There was Felgona Momani. There were many others. And we went there and we sweet talked to the people of Kabarnet. It also happened that I was born in Kabarnet, so it was easy to talk to my people in Kabarnet to allow us. I'm being told it's almost time. So we did that. Mama Phoebe's story cannot be told in a day. Jothurwa. Sigand Mama Phoebe bor. To wabro romo chieng moro. Wabro romo. Mondo ywag Mama Phoebe di maber. Mondo ywage maber. Mondo wach weche duto modwa wacho. Mondo anene kwa nyalo bedo. Nwa nyalo follow. Wanyalo luwo bang Mama Phoebe maber. Mondo anene kwa nyalo medo. Joma mine e telo mar piny ni. Aneno kuyiego erokamano. Koro kwatieko alamo mar Nyasaye mondo ket chuny Mama Phoebe kama ber e polo malo nyaka chieng' moro rom kode nikech thought is a must. Ok wanyal stope. Gima tin go erokamano kuom biro mondo akaw nya goro ka wuodhe mogik e pinyni. Erokamano mad Nyasaye gwedhu.